Hi there, and welcome to the Wisdom of Whitehawk, where the collective consciousness known to us as Whitehawk offers a bridge to find purpose and meaning in your life, to follow your path wherever it takes you, with loving guidance. Alan Herring channels Whitehawk, and Gail expands on the teachings. Enjoy this episode.
Let us just remind you that you are where you are because that's where you're meant to be at this particular time. On this journey of remembering and discovering. You're on this journey, or if you look at it the other way, is the journey on you. You are the integral part of the journey. And the journey wouldn't even exist if you weren't here, if you weren't part of this evolution, of this universal uncovering. And what a great way to remember all those parallel lives that we are living at this particular time, whether they're in the past or the future or 5 minutes ago, they are happening simultaneously right now. And as a concept, for you to understand it, that's how we're putting it across, is that your past life is something that's happened in the past, but in reality, it is a parallel lifetime. And you're on this journey of remembering. And what a great experience to do it. It's like a playground. Earth is like a playground to all of you. And it's a playground of discovery. It's like being at a fair, discovering all the Ferris wheels and the rides that you're going to go on, and the merry-go-rounds and some of the dangerous ones as well. But this is part of the journey, the remembering, the unfolding, and the discovery of it all. So when you think about it, the journey doesn't really exist. This whole moving forward into the better version of yourself does not exist if you weren't part of it. So you are the most important part.
Can you elaborate on that a bit, Whitehawk? I mean, the journey wouldn't exist if we weren't here. What does that mean?
What is a journey? Everybody's perception of a journey is different, and everybody's journey is a different journey to the one they've had before, the one that their next door neighbour, somebody else is having. So the journey itself is, and of itself, you. You are the journey, and the journey is you. And if you weren't here in this particular present day existence, that particular journey that you're on, as an adventure, as an unfolding, as a remembering, would not exist.
So why does it exist? Why are we here? Why does it exist?
It exists because it is part of the remembering, it is part of the playground that is Earth. That is this particular plane that we're on at this moment. And the journey is there to give it fun and fulfillment, giving a meaning to some of the experiences that you're having. You know, whether it's an experience. Rather than gauge it as a good experience, as a bad experience, it is an experience for one to expand and to vibrate at a different resonance, so that you grow and understand the whole purpose of this pursuit on this earthly plane.
So why is it important at this time that we are in this playground and that we do exist?
There's been a lot of constrictions on this earthly plane. People following a doctrine, following a religion, following the next door neighbour, following somebody in a higher place, whether rich or poorer, a guru. There has been a lot of that. And with this unfolding, you are your own guru. As humans, you are your own guru because you have the tools to uncover, to remember the true essence of yourself.
And is that what we're here for?
It is. For that discovery, that unfolding, that expansion, and it gives meaning to this very existence that you're on this particular plane for all humans. and otherwise it becomes a very grey, staid, can be heavy existence. But with this unfolding, with this remembering, in this playground that is the earth, it's just a wonderful unfolding, and it gives a real purpose, and it's an upliftment. And how you know that it's happening is when you feel that resonance, that heartfelt energy. It's trying to escape, it's trying to expand, and if you push it down long enough, it's going to expose itself in a very unseemly way.
How do we know what's happening?
It's not about what is happening, it is the life that you're leading and how you feel about it. And there are many parts of the journey. It can be part of an adventure, a relationship, a new purchase of anything from a bicycle to a mansion. And to get the feeling from each and every one of those, or just one of those particular pursuits, you're trying to elevate that heart energy. And whatever does that, you're in the right space.
So that's what we're here to do, elevate our heart energy.
Yes.
For what purpose? Why are we here to elevate our heart energy?
For joy and love, blissfulness.
And why is that important?
It gives you a real understanding of who you are and why you're here, as opposed to superficial existences, whether it's money, cars, fame. It gives you that truer essence of who you really are, that love, that understanding, that blissfulness.
So money is quite important in this lifetime because it helps you to buy things that create comfort.
Money is not a bad thing. Like you're saying, money gives you those comforts. They put food on your table. They put a roof over your head. They keep you warm at night when it's cold and cool when it's hot. And all those things. Money is the essence. Money is a manifestation of your energetic resonance, of your vibration. There's an equation that evaluates. It's a universal equation of your energy level will determine the manifestation of your abundance.
So how do we create more money and stay centered?
Yes, very good question. Centeredness is the key. Centeredness is about being in that heart energy, and on this journey of expansion and increased resonance, it is finding those pursuits, therefore a job, a business, an opportunity that creates abundance, and it also keeps you in that balanced state, as opposed to pursuing an enterprise just for the money. It's about increasing or building that flame, the energy, the warmth under that heart energy, so that you feel elated, you feel lighter, rather than feeling heavy in the pursuit of some money. You can, if you are enjoying the whole pursuit, then you'll feel that lightness. You'll feel lighter on this earth. But if it's just for the money and the money's sake, a lot of times it'll be heavy, because there will be stress, there will be tension, and that's in the head space, as opposed to that emotional state, that heartfelt energy.
Law of attraction sort of says that it's that when you tune into the vibration of money, it will come, so you don't even need to work for it. So you're talking about working as in a business, a job, something like that. That's all working. So that's exchanging your time for money. Is it a law of attraction thing, or is it not?
It is a law of attraction, yes, indeed. It's not about being stagnant and wishing and hoping. It's about elevating that heart energy, where you put your thoughts, your emotions out into the universe, and the abundance flows to you like a wave from the ocean. And it can be in the form of businesses and jobs and enterprises, and as long as they are elevating your soul purpose.
So we have a bit of a division at the moment where people are moving to more heart-centered businesses. We're one of them, and others are staying in the in the make as much money as I can field and not pay my employees much money. So how do they work simultaneously?
Everybody has their journey in life. Nothing is wrong. It is just how individuals and groups of individuals want to be remembered on a higher scale, not necessarily from their neighbours or even their family, but how they want to put themselves across and be remembered for their contribution to the universe. Do they want to be known to have earned lots of money, had enormous businesses? Do you want to be known for your heartfelt energy and your empathy and your understanding of humanity? And what about something in between? That this heartfelt energy is integral to a business or an enterprise, or even a wishing, hoping and praying that money will come to you in a special way, whether it's a gift, it's an inheritance, it's a lottery, anything like that. There's things that are coming once you put that thought out into the universe. And you just never know how they're going to manifest, in what sort of form, whether it's a physical form, whether it's the manifestation of a bag full of cash that turns up on your doorstep. In there is everybody's journey. And rather than see it as wrong or right, they have different journeys. Everybody, each individual, each in groups of people, they have different journeys.
So I guess as an adult, this is our playground.
And it's actually looking at that playground in a playful, humorous way. Sometimes things will work out how you'd like them to, but understanding that contrast, and we've spoken about this before, are great indicators. They are great assets to have as to the path you're going on. And whether you earn lots of money or not very much money at all, it is remaining in that optimistic, universal healing of yourself in those pursuits, in that journey. So whether you're earning lots of money or not a lot of money, it is finding where you are and where you want to remember yourself in this particular journey on this earth plane.
So that's the choice we need to make when we're moving forward,
yes.
Whether it's in work or in business. How do we want to be remembered?
Yes. How we remember ourselves and how we want to put that energy out there.
To be remembered by others or to be remembered in non-physical?
It's more in the non-physical. It is more being remembering within oneself. It's great to have somebody remember you and see you as a hero or a path, finder, and all those sort of things. But it is a bit in the non-physical. That is the most important thing as we go along on this journey.
So everything that we've actually gained here, learned here, expanded into here, do we take with us into another life, or do we start from scratch?
No, we take it into another life with us, and we pick out the good things, and also learning from the contrasts as well. And we take this. It's like it's like your suitcase. It's like your bag of your journey assets. You take them with you, and even the things that don't go your own way on this earthly plane are assets in another plane, in another lifetime, in another dimension, as well as the good things as well.
Well, can you explain that a little? What would be something that doesn't work for us that would be an asset as we move forward into another lifetime?
So, yes, assets on another plane being a contrast in this plane, it could be this is multi-dimensional. People are have an opinion or a judgment on people from another country, another colour maybe, they dress differently, and they take that forward. And more than likely, and this is what we've seen in the past, they take on that particular culture that they've had a contrast with, embrace it.
Okay, so somebody that they've pushed against, that they haven't liked, that they've had a problem with, or some contention with in this lifetime, they become in another space and
in another
lifetime. Is
space
that what
and
you're
life.
saying?
Yes, indeed, and it can be so. In this life, you may be rich, and it has its own burdens. You know, about fame and fortune, and people recognise you, and people asking you for money. And in in another dimension, in another lifetime, you take that forward, and you may be in an ordinary job, an ordinary business.
So you've asked for a simplistic lifestyle.
Simplistic lifestyle, and that is the contrast. That, and also on the other side of it too, if born into poverty or you haven't done well in this particular plane, and there you've already put it into the universe, you've set that in motion to have that abundance, and that's fame and fortune in that other lifetime, and you're willing, and obviously you have thought about it enough to say, I'm willing to take that sacrifice of people wanting my time and my money and my space as you move forward into another lifetime. So they're the contrasts. You know, what may seem a contrast, a non-asset in this particular lifetime, can become an asset in another dimension.
So you've spoken about playgrounds all the way through. So really what we're doing is we're changing the playground that we're playing on.
Yes. It's just a different playground with different games, with different toys, with different experiences.
People that we play with, are these the same people or are different ones?
Yes and yes. They are different, but again, a lot of times the people that you play with in this lifetime are represented in another lifetime, but in a different way. So it is, we like to think of it as an expansive playground as you move forward. You're going to have people that you associate with on this particular plane, that you have a resonance with, you have a great joy and understanding and fun with. And as you move forward, you want to have more like-minded people to play with on those different dimensions as well. So yes, you'll have the same people to play with. And isn't that a great way to expand different personalities, different people, different dimensions, different intellect, and different fun? And a lot of people have different fun on the same toys in a playground, or it's the one in the same ride, or the same swing, the same slippery slide, but each and every person has a different fun-filled memory of partaking or participating in that game.
They do, and we call it a playground, but really not all playgrounds are fun. Sometimes they're scary, sometimes they have bullies there. So that depicts life quite well, doesn't it?
And playgrounds have scary rides. They have ones that move up quickly or round and round very fast to alter your senses. And you might have a merry-go-round or a Ferris wheel that is nice and gentle. But each of them have their own contribution to the holistic path forward in this playground. And if you want to venture towards the more edgy, dangerous games or toys, then it is a choice. But at the end of the day, it's about enjoying that experience. It may be scary, but enjoying it is the key.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you'd like to know more about the wisdom of Whitehawk, you can go to www.wisdomofwhitehawk.com. Thanks for joining us.